taking a moment to breathe and relax before this video seems kind of good at the moment. Let me just put it this way. The darkest of nights leads to the brightest of mornings. It is officially midnight, and tonight being the winter solstice actually helps a lot with this. So today I'm gonna do a reading. So this reading is timeless, especially for those of you who have been manifesting a rebirth or new beginnings, new things, new patterns, and have probably experienced a dark night of the soul, or those who are watching it on the winter solstice. I'll go back on what the dark night of the soul is in a little bit, but I'll just go over the symbolism of what is right now. With the winter solstice, the energy is about death, rebirth, and the return of life, light, rest, reflection, and new beginnings, marking the year's shortest day as the sun begins its climb back, promising renewal and cycle of life, with tradition focusing on honoring inner journeys, releasing old and welcome potential growth. It's a powerful turning point celebrated across cultures as a moment of spiritual significance for inner work and hope, which I've been talking about in my last few videos. So the core symbolism, because I'm someone who's very into symbolism, it's death and rebirth. The deep darkness represents an ending, while the lengthening of days signify a rebirth, mirroring nature's dormant seeds waiting to sprout. Darkest in light is the peak of darkness, but also the moment light begins its triumphant return, symbolizing hope and resilience. Rest and reflection, a sacred time for inner work, letting go of the past and preparing for the future, honoring the need for quiet restoration. Turning point, a powerful shift in energy, a pivot of the waning year to the growing light and potential of the new. As an information, right now is a new moon which symbolizes new beginnings, introspections, planting seeds for the future. It's a time to pause, reflect, set intentions, release old patterns before the lunar cycle renews again. It is also a dark night of the soul type energies, so it's a powerful moment for inner focus, journaling, aligning with inner desires, contrasting with the revealing nature of the full moon. Core symbolism, new beginnings mark the start of the lunar cycle, like the dawn of a new day or year, perfect for initiating projects, relationships, or habits. Introspection and reflection, the darkness invites quiet contemplation, self examination, and listening to your inner voice, making it ideal for letting go of what no longer serves you, which is also a topic I've been talking about recently. I don't know why, it's just divine timing, I guess. Planting seeds, a time to plant intentions and dreams for the month ahead, trusting the growing cycle to bring them to fruition. Gestation slash womb symbolize a period of rest, reset, potential, where the physical and emotional self connects deeply with the spirit before emerging. So this is already, from what I'm getting, gonna be a very strong reading for you all today. Common practices in astrology, the conjunction of the sun, which is the spirit, and the moon, the emotions, signifies a powerful merging, making it prime time for manifestation and setting goals. Mindfulness and ritual is used for meditation, journaling intentions, often written in the present tense as if already true, and clearing out emotional baggage. It's also a cyclical renewal that reminds us that every ending brings a new beginning, emphasizing life's natural rhythm of pouring out and filling up. On the emotional landscape stuff, it's subdued energy that often feels quiet or sleepy, with big emotions potentially rising to the surface. So, again, very dark night of the soul type energy, which I'm gonna go back on later for those of you who do not know what I mean. And privacy, it encourages a more private, isolated, or private feeling away from external distractions. So, I relate to this. So the moon on this winter solstice is gonna be a waxing crescent with approximately 9% of illumination. The energy of the 9 here can be very significant for you. It signifies completion, wisdom, universal love, and humanitarianism, representing the end of a cycle linked to Mars. If Mars can also be significant, bringing strong will, compassion, and broad worldly perspective. People with strong 9 energy, like birth dates that are on the 9, 1827, are often compassionate leaders, empathic, and global minded, focused on serving humanity. Though they can be stubborn or intense with careers in service, military, or property, the core meaning of the 9 is completion and wisdom. It's the last single digit number, which, right after then is 10 or 0, new beginnings. And yeah, right now we are in the 9 year again, because like it's a time for endings, letting go of the old, focusing on global issues, community, broader work, and understanding. In 2026, I heard it's gonna be a 1 year. I'll let you do your research on that. But the moon is a waxing crescent, which means new beginning, growth, and setting intentions. So growth and expansion, new beginnings, intention setting, hope and potential, and intuition. How to work with this energy. It's basically like take the first concrete steps towards the goal set at the new moon, which is gonna be talked about today. And focus, just build momentum, focus on self improvement and development. Rituals, use clear quartz to amplify ambitions or perform rituals to manifest desires, as suggested practices like Wicca or paganism. Quote, mindfulness, practice grounding, a lot and connect with your aims. So the Dark Night of the Soul, for those of you who are not watching this on the winter solstice, but I also really hope you've been watching these explanations about the energy today. The Dark Night of the Soul is a profound spiritual experience coined by Saint John of the Cross, describing a period of intense spiritual dryness, confusion, and meaninglessness, feeling abandoned by God, where conceptual frameworks for life collapse, leading to deep inner purification and eventual spiritual awakening or transformation rather than like clinical depression. It's a necessary, painful, unselfing process where the ego self dies, making way for deeper, non conceptual connections with the divine or ultimate reality. The collapse of meaning, feeling of abandonment, inner darkness, and purifications are the key characteristics of the Dark Night of the Soul. The purpose of the Dark Night of the Soul is spiritual awakening. It's not a negative end state, but a catalyst for profound shift in consciousness. Ego death, the old limited self dissolves, allowing a more authentic, awakened self to emerge. Deeper connection prepares the soul for a more profound, non-conceptual union with the divine. Navigating it, what you need to do is surrender. Resisting or judging the experience prolongs it. Surrendering to it without trying to force a breakthrough helps. Inner work, turning inwards to examine the existential crisis, rather than seeking external distraction, is really crucial. So stay put. And patience, which patience is a process that, like, the Dark Night of the Soul cannot work without. It's not a process that can be rushed, though some traditions see it as like part and a necessary part of spiritual growth. It's often triggered by loss or disaster or existential questioning, but it can also arise like spontaneously in self-development, which if you've had a lot of self-development you will know. It is what it is, but yes. So with that being said, all of these messages out of the way, we're gonna start. I have two decks now. I have a deck with cats and a deck which is my normal oracle. So the theme of this is, as you might have understood, the Dark Night of the Soul and the abundance that you need to have at this time and that you're going to have if you do what is said before. But here the message will start on balance and protection. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So, already 2 pentacles, Jesus. Like, very strong energy right from the get-go. I have my candle lit over here under the camera. I have a candle back there. Already very strong energy. What does, like, I'm still learning tarot and stuff. That's why I'm using oracles. But what, again, is the 2 of Pentacles symbolizing? Juggling, balancing, and adaptability. So yeah. So what I'm getting here with these 2 pentacles in balance and protection is that you have to get harmony with nature, get yourself out there, create a safe space, because like it really feels like there is something which you're currently cleansing off of your energy, maybe a lesson you've learned, some person you've lost, some job you didn't get, some situation, whatever. It's really up to your situation at the moment, but connect with the elements for balance and wisdom. If you are more drawn to water elements, get into water rituals, just drinking more water in general. If you're someone who's like more air type, just do some breath work, some good things happen. Earth type would be grounding exercises, and fire would be just burn some shit up with your darkest thoughts to make them disappear. That's what I'm getting here. Do you need anything to know about the balance? Okay. Abundance. So yeah, this is really where your abundance lies, it feels like. As I was talking about. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, angels. I'm gonna draw a cat card to see kind of a meditating state you would need to be on. Ooh, reversed. I'm not sure I'm gonna take it in reversed. Let's see. So the chocolate York glummy, I don't know how to say this word. It's like, again, another pentacle here, man. Jesus Christ, you're followed by the pentacle energy. Also, I like this card because it's really great. I'm gonna see what it talks about right now. The book is in French. I'll translate it in real time. This is just one card for the moment. This can be some advice you need to hear, or a meditative card, or a decisional card. So I'm gonna read what it says, and then I'll let you ponder on what it means for you. His messages. So, pleasure, gloomy. I'm gonna put the translation word. I'm just gonna use gloomy. I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah. It's like gourmandise, but gourmandise is a word associated with like hunger and just eating more than you should. Or just like tasting the sweet things. Yeah, tasting the sweet things is something that is coming up for you here. So, pleasure, happiness, joy of life, chattering, passion, and a loss of life appetite, but also very softness. His feline teaching. With the light, this card goes right under your muzzle and moves its whiskers. Quick and player, the cat also knows to be calm and tender. He enjoys a carefree life, following his wants and needs of the moment. It is an excellent companion, which loves to bite into life with all of its teeth. What about you? Would you say that your appetite for life is perfectly satiated? Actually, what taste does your daily life has right now? This card invites you to be a listener of your profound needs and wants so that you can reconnect peacefully with this voluption. But what tastes does your daily life currently has? This card invites you to be listening closer to your profound wants so you can peacefully reconnect with gluttony and voluptuous. Gluttony is not greedy. Again, it's a sweeter version of the word, if that makes sense. And a notion of pleasure, profiting naturally of experiences, hobbies, and happiness that life proposes to you can be hard. That's why this gluttonous York chocolate cat wants to teach you an important notion. Happiness is already present in your life, even if it is hiding behind small troubles or troubles with big obstacles or big obstacles which obstruct your field of view. Know that it is always there, every day. Every day you have possibilities to connect or reconnect with energies and positive energies and inspiring and light and redynamic and energies that allow you to be dynamic again. What a beautiful feast, isn't it? You are probably asking yourself how to eat it at its best value. For that, recenter yourself or center yourself. And think about what you need right now. The first few ideas which will come to mind will be the right ones. Keep in mind that everybody has the right to taste this with lightness and in the good things about its incarnation on Earth. Detox yourself from judgment, negative thoughts, toxic behaviors, and alienating dependencies. I feel like a lot of people have been dependent on others for a while now. The time is now for you to forgive, to get back your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and your taste for life. Let it come with freshness and carefree young energy to caress its on your beautiful fur. I don't know, that's cool, I guess. Just let it touch you lightly and with youth in it. It will guide you to a variety of experiences which will enrich your palette of taste. Life is a true buffet with multiple colors, smells, and tastes which all deserve to be explored alone or together with multiple people. So its strengths are the present moment, curiosity, festive spirit, and its capacity to enjoy small, mid, and big happinesses of life. Its challenges are doubt, low confidence and self-confidence, depression, negativity, dependence, rigidity, and a severe lack of fantasy or whimsy also, and lightness. It's sacred meowing. I bite life with all my teeth without complex or culpability. Its chakra is the sacred chakra, also known as navel chakra or svadhisthana in Sanskrit, which is right between the pubis and the belly button. It is associated with taste and multiple zones of the anatomy. Its quote would be, "Out of all passions, the only one respectable for me seems to be gluttony," which it's from Guy de Maupassant, which is a French author, I guess. So yeah, really feels like so far you have all this thing coming to you, and I don't really feel like you need a lot more here, because if you've clicked here and you've listened so far, you already know what to do. But if you're still looking for answers, deep within, you know, if your wisdom is not as it should be right now, or like if you're still waiting for an answer, what would you benefit from knowing today on this winter solstice slash... Oh, okay. So I got 2 cards. I got mysteries and transformation. It really, like, I feel like I've seen this key a lot lately, but transformation and mysteries talk to me about like you're having transformations about your life, and it feels really scary, but like you feel a certain kind of big shift happening in your life, and that's why you being so much balanced and focused on yourself right now is really leading you to this abundance. I feel like trust the process. A card fell down. Visions. Yeah, trust your visions. Your visions hold profound insights. Maybe you already know these mysteries and the transformations that are needed to get there. I just need you to do it. I'm not needing you to do it because I don't need anything from you, really. I just feel like you should really do it. Spirit is telling me that you should go for it. Yeah. Confirmation burp. Just really go for it is what I'm saying. Again, I sound like a broken record sometimes, but like it's so important for you to be doing stuff at this time, whether it's like a YouTube channel, just like I am, hello, or like take care of situations, intuition. Yeah, you already know what you need to do. You already know what you need to do. That's the worst part about it. It feels like you're being stuck, but with this dark night of the soul, or this new moon, or the winter solstice, it's really... Okay, did not want to come out. With this dark night of the soul, it really feels like you're unlocking something, and it finally is coming to a point where you're you've done enough. Like, I'm getting, you've done enough. You've done enough for now. Just, like, enjoy the process. Even though, like, stuff is being super... Okay, I got 2 cards. I was gonna say that, like, even though stuff is scary, as above, so below, you know? Like, stuff are scary for a reason for you at this time. I got the tender, sacred Burmanian cat, and I got the independent Egyptian Mao cat, which already feel... Yeah, the moon, like Dark Night of the Soul, it's over. The star is shining now. And again, a fucking pentacle. You are the pentacle, dude. And you're independent, is what I'm getting. Like, you've been doing so much on your side. Man. How the fuck? Like, feels like the you from the last winter solstice would be proud of you right now. And if it's not, just, like, make him proud, you know? You already know what to do. You already know what is... You might not know exactly what you need to do, but you feel your intuition guiding you some way. Definitely. Let's read about the tender, sacred, Burmanian cat. I can't see it. I might be just blind as fuck, but I can't see it in the fucking thing. Okay. 46. Also, yeah, there we go. Letting go. This card is about letting go, confidence, again, softness, affection, delicacy, beauty, aesthetics, profounding, deepness, seduction, link, like fusional links, fusion chords, and an abandoned wound. So just, yeah, exactly. Just fucking let go, dude. You've already let go, maybe, okay, you've already let go of this person or situation. So, yeah, 2 cards in this oracle is what it actually is happening and what you're trying to feel like or make it seem like. So, sorry if this is gonna trigger some people, but for now it feels like your challenges are attachment, imprisonment in mental, psychic, or physical sense, dependence, excess, which excess, not just excess, but excess on you're doing too much of something, wounds and emotional trauma. Sacred Meow is I have confidence in myself, in others, and in life. Dude, that's crazy. You already have the confidence, but you're wounded in a way. But your strengths are like freedom, independence, like the capacity to feed and preserve healthy links, tenderness, like, how do I say this? Bienveillance. You're like kind. You're not necessarily nice, you're just kind. You're good coming in a way, like caring. You're already caring and you're engaged and you respect the relation you have. Like you respect relations, engagement, and patience. 1,000 kilometers trip starts always by a first step. Lao Tzu. Damn. So yeah, what I'm getting is you're trying to do this, you know? But what about the Egyptian Mao is having you right now? What kind of situation is it gonna show for you? So, yeah, again, it's messages behind, like the messages are about fucking lightness, big air, like space, autonomy, independence, life breath, like freedom, freedom of expression, like good vibes, emancipation, rebellion, and individualism. Like, if you're here, you're old. Like, if you're here so far, you've really been resonating. It's, quote, lightness is beautiful when aligned with deepness. Thank you. Light as air, completely free of my thoughts, words, and actions. It's the heart chakra which is involved here with this cat. Strength, fluidity, agility, ease, mobility, lightweight, adaptation, harmony, big capacity of resilience. Challenges, superficiality, fragility, ego, stress, anxiety, traumatic shocks, a lack of energy, a blockage, or an emotional weight. Hunter in soul, an excellent player, the independent Maui Egyptian needs to grow in vast spaces to be able to roam at its will, feeling free as air. It loves following its ideas, its envies, its goals, and always feels a lot of joy if things are shared with companions or like close guardians or like friends around, just like road companions. This card shows that your reading is inviting you to question yourself about lightness. This dynamic companion needs a lot of freedom to expand and grow. Is it your situation too? How are you feeling right now in your environment, which is like work, house, situations, relationships? Do you feel some kind of heaviness, like heavy metal, just like, do you feel like heavy metal, or do you feel like a feather? Not too much, not too little. The teaching of this independent cat offers you an aerial equilibrium, which is balance. Again, this feline is fluid, fast, and flexible. When doubt, anxiety, and fear takes over you, take 3 big, deep breaths. Expire stress and pressure, superficiality, non-necessary, like superficiality, as well as all the things that are perturbing you. Slowly exhale while filling yourself of all that brings you joy and happiness. Completion and the completion of your actions are indispensable at this time, which means you really fucking have to do it. Visualize your lightness feeding this image in conscious so that it becomes reality. So yeah, lightness and be deep at the same time. I don't really think something else needs to come out today. I really feel like this is all that needs to come out. Just one final message if you need any at this time. Just in case, like, you should check out my other videos. This is the 3rd reading I'm doing on this channel. Well, 4th one actually, but I deleted one because it didn't feel right enough. I've also been doing a lot lately. I hope if you've been here before, you've watched it. If not, it's alright, you know. I just do my stuff. I show up for myself. I don't know why I'm just saying this. I'm not trying to explain myself. I'm just like, enlightenment companion. Okay, so really focus on this, because the cauldron transformation, you're enlightened, you know again. After the darkest of nights comes the brightest of mornings. Well, thank you, spirits. Thank you, angels. I hope you can get something out of this reading. If you've not been... Fuck. Damn. It was... Focus. I hope you can get some focus. Maybe, like, your intentions hold great power. So, whether you have crystals or not, just focus on your intuition about your visions, your goals, everything, and the mysteries will open up, because in one of the first few cards that came out was the abundance. I can't stress this enough. Did you have the abundance within you? I mean, I'm saying dude, but you might be a lady. I'm just like, for some reason my demographic have been like 100% male these times, and I don't fucking know why. I'm just like, hey guys, can you bring some ladies in, please? Manifesting the ladies here. Thank you very much. But but yeah, just like your inner voice, it already guides you, man. You're already enlightened. These came at the same time. Your inner voice knows. Your spirit guides are there. You are protected and you are in balance. You need to be in this balance. You already are, even if you don't realize it. Mostly because, like, the energies that I talked about all throughout this video, they're already there. Like, time doesn't work like anything else. It's always the present moment. The future and the past are things which concepts of what was and what will be. But now is the time, you know? Now is really the time. What do you have to lose? Again, like, what do you have to lose? You're already in this abundance, man. You probably think you're this, you're like scared, but in reality you're just wounded and you're doing the stuff, you know? You guys, you're killing it. You're already doing great. Maybe for some of you, you haven't done that already, but if you haven't, I really advise you to. This was meant to find you at the perfect time. This was meant to find you when you've gone through a dark night of the soul or on a winter solstice. From what I'm seeing here, very good stuff all around. Yeah, it feels like stuff is being good for you if you've done this, but maybe you're still feeling mysteries around. And it's okay. Just, you're transforming, you know? We're always transforming, but right now, like, you're accessing this, like, Two of Pentacles energy about you with protection and balance, which is ultimately your abundance. Follow your heart, man. Drink. You have so much potential. Drink and prosper. Dark Night of the Soul, man. I can't make this shit up. But yeah, so maybe this project of yours is your companion. Maybe the person you've been trying to let go needs to be left forever. Who knows? Time will tell. But focus. Because your intuition is the road to enlightenment. As above, so below. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Very long, but I enjoyed doing it. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, take care, be good, fucking follow your dreams, focus, and love you guys.